a scene, a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Auburn's offense will have the football first. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. He'll pull it on the read. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the dude.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. And the Tigers will move the sticks. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollack off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollack cut blocked. Maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
They'll run play action. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Punt is in the air. Makes the catch at the 30. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. The Tigers offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense.
Wide open spaces. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. Think about when Garrett Nussmeier goes into the quarterback room at LSU, and there are giant murals of Joe Burrow and Jaden Daniels. Heisman winners. Jesse, that's some pressure. But, man, if he can cut down on the turnovers, he might join them.
Yeah, there's no question about it, Reese. This guy has a lot of talent. I really also just appreciate the fact that he stayed put at LSU. In an era of college football where especially quarterbacks are transferring 2, 3, 4 times, naming off those guys you just did, it would have been so easy for Nussmeier to try to find another opportunity somewhere else. He believes LSU is the best situation for him to win a national championship and get him off to the NFL.
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. All down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The pull and throw off the RPO. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Quick release on the RPO. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Grab behind the line. It's Brown. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. To the air, it's Nussmeier. The short hands, it's Durham. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Splits the uprights. Good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Give to the back. Runs through the tackle. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Finds some fresh air. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Oh, he's got a chance. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44.
And they may have caught the defense napping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that third down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of downs.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football on these third down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got him downfield. He stopped just short of the goal line at the one. An explosive play has him set up.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after their catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Now with the first and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Second and goal for the offense. Trying to pound it in. And here's the tackle at the line of scrimmage, and that'll send us to the second quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. He'll do it himself. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the back. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Caught behind the line. It's Durham. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket the slot receiver because of how athletic he is. They're going to need to make sure they've got linebackers and DBs surrounding this guy at all times.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a first down and came up a little short.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Not able to pop the big return, but they got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Simmons. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. From the gun. Give on the inside. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
You know, in the SEC, you're going to have to run the football if you're going to win games. And you can go on and on talking about great Auburn running backs back in the day, but right here, right now, if this team's going to win an SEC championship, they need to force-feed this guy the football and let him go to work.
Looking to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
So now it's second and long. On the move, it's Cobb. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
They'll go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line's going to have to play a lot better here.
The Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Caught over the middle, it's Brown. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
I really like the slot receiver, and I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes, and he's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run double moves. He does a great job cutting, and he's dangerous after the catch. Nice weapon to have work in the middle of the field.
Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Rushes on him. Caught near the sticks. It's Durham. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Wants to go up top on first down. Got a man. It's Anderson. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Wants to throw it. Under fire. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Finds the tight end. Tackled there by the defense. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Snagged in the middle. It's Durham. Offense has gained momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
1st and 10, they're down to the 25. Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. Throws for the tight end. Touchdown, LSU! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Leaves it with the back. Slithers into space. Out across the 20, they'll mark him out of bounds right at the 21-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He's got an open man. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. To the air on first down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to throw, time running short in the half. That's caught. It's Singleton. Strong, firm tackle.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel you.
Somebody better check that dude's foot and see if it's juiced. Man, oh man, from outside 60, he sails it through. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. The sure hands, it's Anderson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
With the catch, it's Durham. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on 1st down, 2nd down, and 3rd down, as you saw right there.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Flips it out on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Wide open downfield. It's a seam wide open. Touchdown Tigers. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Pulled and finds his man on the left. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
To the air on 2nd down. Grab near the marker is Cobb. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Cobb. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
2nd down, he'll throw it. He's got it. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Gonna run it. It's Cobb. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that 3rd down, and now the offense is in an interesting situation.
And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. What a disappointment. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar, those are the ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
Got it behind the line. It's Durham. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Anderson. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. And they can't make the connection on third down.
Nice job in coverage on that 3rd and short, defensively taking all the throws and options away for the quarterback, and now we're setting up 4th down.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the catch, it's Cobb. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Looking to fire. Caught close to the marker, it's Frazier. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Trying play action. Got a man, it's Frazier. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Simmons. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
Got it in the middle, it's Simmons. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. For the offense. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. He's got it on the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, they pick up the 1st against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball is going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes, and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him, made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Tigers! Fitted in the window for the score.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast. And they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Sends it back in motion. To throw, it's Nussmeier. Pucks it out of the air. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Tigers are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Kick is in the air. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Motion from the wideout. Now the play fake. Caught in the backfield. It's Cobb. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good job on the defense being disciplined. They sneak the running back out. You see it. Keep outside leverage and go make us tackle in space on a guy that's used to breaking tackles, used to making plays.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That's caught. It's Simmons. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Caught in the backfield, it's Anderson. At the 35, he's loose. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
At the 45 on his way. They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Grab behind the line. It's sharp. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll keep it himself. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
All right, you're at a point in the game now where you've got to go. You need to get down the field and score points. I'm all for running the football, but in this part of the field, you now got to start kicking it into overdrive, start taking some shots and gaining up some yards.
They'll go to the counter play. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle, but they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Touchdown, Tigers! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there and get me one more.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Cobb. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Wants to fire on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Frazier. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on third. Grab near the sticks. It's Fields. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Had to throw it before he wanted. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they are going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. He's taking a deep shot. Snatches it on the right. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Frazier. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left.
How about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Grabbed behind the line. It's Cobb. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field, but you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your 2nd and 3rd read some, but we got to stay aggressive.
Last chance coming up. Unleashes one deep. Into the end zone. He's got it. No time left on the clock, and they're down by 1.
How about the offense in that situation to come up so big? The place is going bananas. It's so hard to hear. It's so hard to execute. And you just put 6 on the board and have a chance to kick this PAT and tie the game.
He's got it. They convert the 2, and they take the lead here in the 4th. You sort of think that over the years you get immune to these types of upsets, but this one is a shocker that might go on the list of all-timers.
Dude, huge win. Like, you can't say enough about being a team with a considerable talent disadvantage. Like, you're the underdog for a reason. You go with, this is a top 10 team you're playing against. Like, everything says you shouldn't win, but Palmer, they came out and they absolutely took care of business.
Yeah, they showed up in the biggest moment. You got to give these players a ton of credit. They may not be as talented as their opponent, but this was a game and an opportunity that they took advantage of. They made the plays they needed to make. They put the rest of college football on alert with this win. This is one these fans will be talking about for years and years to come.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.